Hi students, in this video you will be learning Boyle's law and Charles' law. Let us see Boyle's law first. Statement of Boyle's law. Pressure of a gas is inversely proportional to volume at constant absolute temperature. The meaning of inversely proportional is if one quantity increases, other quantity decreases. Here pressure and volume are inversely proportional. So it means that if volume increases, pressure decreases, or if volume decreases, pressure increases. Let us understand this with the help of this figure. So here you see the size of V is goes on decreasing, the size of P is goes on increasing. It means that as volume decreasing, pressure increasing. In the opposite way we can see that as volume increases, pressure decreases. So this is the meaning of Boyle's law. We can write the above equation as PV is equal to constant. For problems we have to use this equation as P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 at constant temperature. Let us understand Charles' law. There are two laws, constant pressure law, constant volume law. Let us understand constant pressure law. Volume of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure. Here we are using the word directly proportional. Directly proportional means if one quantity increases, other quantity also increases. Here if temperature increases, volume also increases. That we can understand by this figure. You see here the size of T is increasing, the size of V also increasing. That means as temperature increasing, volume also increasing. Similarly, as temperature decreases, volume also decreases. So V proportional to T. Mathematically we can write V by T is equal to constant. For solving problems we can write V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Now let us see constant volume law. In constant volume law, pressure of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. That means if temperature increases, pressure increases. If temperature decreases, pressure decreases. Mathematically we can write P by T is equal to constant, and for solving problems P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. Few students are generally confused why P1 V1 P2 V2 or why P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2, V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. There is a logic is there how to cope up with this, how to solve the problems. Here for example there is a gas in a cylinder. That gas is having pressure P1, volume V1 and temperature constant. If pressure is changed, what will happen to the volume of that gas? That means here three quantities he is giving and one we have to find. So initial pressure volume is given, and afterwards for example pressure is changed, then what will be the value of volume? Similarly in this question, for example there is a gas which is having some volume V, fixed volume. So pressure of that gas is P1, temperature is T1. Now temperature is increased to some value, then what will happen to the pressure? That means there is a changes in pressure, temperature at constant volume. Therefore we have to use this formula. For same gas only we are using this, but only there is a change in the parameters. Similarly for V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. For example there is some gas in a cylinder at pressure P and the volume of the gas is P1, temperature is T1. If the temperature is increased to some value, what will happen to the volume of that gas? So like this the examiner will put questions. So based on the data given, we have to choose which question we have to solve by which formula.